Hey guys, and welcome back to GBUAHN's Fitness Challenge. This month we're going to switch it up, and instead of exercising 3 days a week, we're going to make sure we're stretching 3 days a week. So these stretches are going to be good for pain relief, if you have any pain in your neck, back, legs, like we're going to be doing full body stretches, and just a way to stay loose. You can always incorporate this like in the beginning of your workouts. And for my people who want to, keep the workouts going, you can repeat one of the last 2 workout challenges if you want to complete these stretches before and then go into those workout challenges. That work out as well. All right, so day 1, we're going to be doing full body stretch. So our first stretch is going to be shoulder shrugs. So for shoulder shrugs, you're just going to stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. You can also sit down and do the stretch as well because you're only using your top half. Stand nice and tall, and then we're going to shrug for 30 seconds. So we're going to shrug forward and we're going to shrug backwards. Ready, set, go. Nice, slow, and controlled. Anytime we're stretching, we want to make sure we're taking nice controlled breaths as well, getting that oxygen to those muscles. Okay, so in between each stretch, we're gonna rest just about 10 seconds. So, loose, same position. Hands off to our sides. And then we're gonna start back shrugs. Ready, set, go. Now we're just rotating our shoulder blades backwards. Make sure we keep a neutral spine, neck straight. Trying to get like a full circle motion. All right, and done. So that's our first stretch for today. So now we're resting another 10 seconds. So our next stretch, we're going to be focusing on our neck. So again, you can sit down for this stretch or you can stand up, whatever works for you. You're going to start by standing straight up and down. You're going to pick whatever side you want, tilt your neck that way, and you're going to take that hand, the way that you're tilting, just put it at the top of your head, kind of on the side, and you're just going to a slight push or pull down on your neck, on your head. Okay, so you ready? Set, go. So you want to make sure, again, that you're breathing. The more breaths that you take, the more oxygen gets to your muscle. The longer you stretch, you should be able to, stretch a little bit further. But you don't want to just force down on it because then you can injure yourself. So make sure you're getting that stretch all along here. And after a while, you start to feel it. It may start up here. Now you're feeling it come down your neck. Okay. 10 seconds. And we're just gonna do the other side. So again, tilting, putting the hand on top of the head. And then just a slight pull. Getting the more oxygen, the further you may be able to go throughout the 30 seconds. And go. Again, you can always sit down and do the upper body stretches. Okay, so next we're going to be doing wrist stretches. So for my people who may have problems in their hands or in their wrists, these are going to be really helpful for you. So we're going to be taking whatever arm you want to start with, putting it straight out with your palms up, You're gonna take the opposite hand, put it at the top of your fingers, so kind of like fingers on fingers, keeping this hand nice and straight, and then we're just gonna, again, a slight pull back, and you should feel the stretch all in here. So we're gonna start, 30 seconds, make sure we're breathing. Ready, set, go. Okay, you're gonna feel this slightly in your forearm, under wrist, and at the top. So make sure we're keeping that arm straight and that spine straight. We're just standing or sitting straight up and down. Again, you might find that you can stretch a little bit further the deeper we get into the stretch. Okay. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the same arm, but the opposite way. So you can just bring your other opposite hand right across your hand, and then we're gonna be pulling our hand toward our body. But you wanna actually put your hand like across your knuckles. So that way we make sure we're getting it. You may feel this one a little bit further up your arm. All right, ready, set, go. Okay, make sure we breathe in and that spine is straight. And done. So there we go, get that wrist a little twirl. 10 seconds, and we're gonna do the same thing on this arm. So like I said, these first few stretches, or all the stretches, is something that you can do before bed, in the morning, you know, to get you going, in the middle of the day. It really doesn't matter. You can do these before workouts, after workouts, but it's just a good stretches to keep you loose. So they can be done at all times. All right, so we're gonna start with our opposite hand, palms up, grabbing it at the fingers, and ready, set, go. Remember, a slight tug back towards the body. Keeping those fingers nice and stiff and straight. Right, 10 seconds. Then again, we're gonna do the other way. So going down, hand across the knuckles / fingers, and then we're just gonna be pulling it towards our body again. Ready, set, go. Done. All right, so those are our wrist stretches for today. Our next two stretches, we're gonna be on the floor. So if you're at home and you don't see yourself getting on the floor, these are stretches that can be done in the bed, on the couch. It doesn't matter, as long as you're flat on your back. So I'm gonna get down on my mat, and we're starting out flat on our back. So first, we're gonna, actually, let me this way for you guys. So we're gonna lay nice and flat. So we're gonna start with one of our legs bent, one leg down. So we're gonna put our hands interlocked with each other. Gonna bring our knee up, put our hand on our knee, and what we're gonna be doing is just pulling, while our other opposite leg is staying straight, pulling our knee towards our chest. So if you find that this may be too difficult, you can always grab a towel or a band if you have it at home, and just strap that around your knee and pull. But if you can, we're gonna start by putting our hand on our knee, and then for 30 seconds, we're just gonna a slight tug towards our chest. Like I said, the more that we breathe, the further we may be able to bring it back. Ready, set, and go. Switching sides, so get yourself together. 10 seconds. All right, ready, set, go. Now with any stretch, if it feels painful, then you may want to ease up or maybe even not do the stretch. But stretching is uncomfortable because your muscles are tight, so that's why breathing is very important. So if you feel it's a little uncomfortable, just get that oxygen there. Take some deep breaths. All right, and we're done with that stretch. So today, guys, we're gonna have one more stretch, and that is a seated leg open, bending forward stretch. So we're gonna sit down, back's nice and straight. We're gonna open our legs as far as you can. So as far as you can. If you can get them a little bit wider, that's great. If not, you start where you can. And the more you do these stretches, the further you may be able to go. So all we're gonna be doing is leaning forward. So you'll feel this a lot. Me just sitting here right now, I feel it in my inner thighs. That means that my inner thighs are probably a little tight. So when you bend forward, because that's what we're gonna be doing, just gonna be reaching forward, you're gonna feel it a lot more. So be careful when doing this stretch. You don't wanna just plunge forward because you can pop something or pull something. Just nice, slight bend forward. The more that you're breathing, we may be able to go a little bit further. All right, so get those legs open. Make sure that back is straight and ready, set, go. Guys, so good job. That is our day one of stretching. We're gonna do it the same way we did the other challenges. I want you to do that through 3 times. This should take you about 15, maybe 20 minutes, and that's a good amount of stretching a day. So I'll see you guys for day 2.